Alright, here we are.
Live and online. I mean, you want me to check check our audio output?
Yeah, you have to mute. Well, no, yeah, you can check it
I
out.
mean, let me just see here real quick.
Yeah, you can check it out.
Alright, well, it certainly works. I sound rather loud, but
Alright.
I'll just, I'll use my indoor voice.
Get my stopwatch, just for my own reference. I was looked on here to see if anyone streams this game, and earlier today, like at least during the day, there was only 2 people streaming it, and it was like people that had like, not that many followers, kind of like us here.
I mean, I'm really interested to see, like, once our times get approved, maybe we can,
Maybe we can
talk to, like, Mac or Tropes or somebody and just be like, has anyone...
So the thing is, if we, like, talk to them, they're gonna, like, come on there and post their, like, sub 70 minutes in, like, the next day.
That's fine. That's fine. Like a little healthy competition,
Yeah.
Well, maybe someone will, find a glitch.
Alright, Alexa, turn off the kitchen. Alright, we're doing this speed run.
And we're off.
And we are off. Yeah, so you've got 17 and a half seconds of loading included in the run. That's why some guy, like the other guy's run, got docked for starting his timer late, I guess.
Yeah, I think I initially was going to submit mine based on the, more or less based on the in-game time, which I think is when you gain character control after that first loading screen. But, currently the rules are when you select the difficulty.
Right.
Which does seem like it might be, maybe in the future, PC versus PS5, like loading times. The PS5 loading times are pretty slick.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's an interesting, like, choice to put it on the, like, selecting the difficulty, because it does, automatically adds in that loading time, which puts the PC folks at a, like, either an advantage or a disadvantage, or who knows, like, but yeah, learning that I could start the skip, like, during the loading, it looks like...
You can actually just hold X here through all 4 cinematics and without letting it go, and it will auto-start skipping as soon as it can.
That's good to know.
I thought this was
There's 4 separate cinematics there that you have to skip through.
So,
yeah.
I guess I know why you invited me. I appreciate you coming.
Interestingly, as far as I'm aware, there's only one other loading screen in the entire game, aside from the one at the start.
Yeah, no, this game's very good about, like...
It's actually a little jarring that there's a loading screen in one other section, and then nowhere else, and it's at the end of Chapter 2.
Yeah.
Right before the boss fight, you go into the...
you go into the, like, when you're fighting her.
Yeah, you go into the hallway, and, like, as soon as you open the door, you get a loading screen that, like, describes the purification ritual, but it's the only boss that has that.
It was almost like they originally were gonna have loading screens before, like, bosses, and just, with those little cards that say some information about what's going on in the game, like, you know, you would see in like Resident Evil 2 or whatever. And it's just like they forgot to take that one out when they just you know, optimized and realized they didn't even need loading screens for most of the game. Because like when you go down into the, it's crazy. Like even when you go down into like the warp, like the underground gloom warp or whatever, it like it doesn't load at all to get down there or to get back out of it.
So my first run earlier,
spiritual pursuits.
I like forgot that you had to have this conversation.
There's no rush.
Yeah, I've done that.
Tried to walk past over to the mailbox, and it keeps you walking, and I realized I made a mistake, so I was like, nah, I'm just gonna restart.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, this is a kind of intro that it's not like a grind like the Silent Hill 3, like closer grind or something, where like you literally have to get it down to that 25 point whatever seconds, or whereas this, like, you pretty much could get it down to like a time that you keep getting each time, because I mean there's only so many optimizations you can do for this first, like, you know, 10 minutes.
Position your body like this. Now, breathe in.
So, I mean, yeah, I guess I can, like, do this over here. But ultimately, you have to wait for her anyway to open up, like, some of these doors.
Maybe this wasn't such a silly idea.
We better get back to the retreat before sundown.
Yeah, I think you can go through the first gate here ahead of her, but the second gate, or you can climb over this, but you can't go through the gate on your own.
What exactly did you mean?
Yeah.
Just me. Both of us.
But it's still probably good to be, you know, ahead of her here, so you can. Oh no, I guess you can.
You go through this door. You can't go through the next door
pick up
after
the
the
But
stage.
it wasn't my fault.
You can't pick up the stage until she shows up.
Alone.
Okay, Jess. Let's just enjoy the hike.
Kind of just gotta hang out.
Sage grows all over this island. Take some. I'm going to show you a little trick. This island is filled with natural wonders. Let's get going.
I love how when you cut her off there, it's like so obviously like spliced from
What's with the bare feet, Kim?
a different
Doesn't that
take.
hurt?
Shoes are forbidden in the.
I mean, there's some good ones like that. There's when you go to do chapter 4 at the beginning, you're like on the radio with someone who's like 10 feet away from you,
Oh yeah.
and you like get to them, you're like saying you're gonna meet up.
Oh, I hate
Oh
flowers.
right, and you're like already there.
I was going to teach you a little trick. First, you need to find some twine.
Yeah, so you can almost get all the way up here before she like.
Yeah, I didn't realize that some of the conversations you have to maintain some proximity, but that one, it looks like you can keep walking and she'll just stop you when she starts talking.
Will this do?
Now just wrap the twine around the sage leaves. Not bad.
The one thing to be careful of there is
The bugs hate it.
you can, if you
Okay.
bump into the flies before she tells you how to construct your sage weapon, they will, like, you know, do a slight knockback on you. I don't know if it is a time waste, but
Yeah, I've definitely had that happen. Yeah, this is the one that she
By the way,
opens up.
what's
I
with
guess.
those structures back there?
Tyler's family used to run a commune in the 70s. There's a lot of awesome art on the island.
Kim? Don't you have a flashlight?
It's fine. Just follow my voice.
I don't know. Do we ever even see any of
Kim,
this
I
awesome
can't see
art?
shit in here.
hey, what?
We got a bot. We got a bot in the channel.
Oh yeah, no, I had a bot like show up and bam, like within the first 5 minutes.
It's no longer like what was it?
Oh, come
The
on.
main one. It was
Are we
like
almost there? I'm getting kind
Big
of
Follows or
Just up
something.
ahead. Wait until you try.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that guy's like, you know, long band.
Oh yeah, Big Follows was like ubiquitous. He was everywhere. And I mean, the Silent Hill
Here
community
we
kind
are.
of took him in as like, you know, like
I told
Big
you it
Flaps.
was amazing.
For once, Kim, this lives up to your stories.
Let me introduce you to the
I feel like this game could have some pretty good like meme quality too.
Oh yeah, like especially there's certain things with the run too that could. Yeah, there's so many memes. I mean, honestly, all of the gigantic salt lamp, like all of the lines are just great. Like 100%
I don't really know anyone.
organic, like you know,
Just go.
possession tea and like just, I don't know. All the lines are fantastic.
I mean, the 100% organic line is probably one of the better ones.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's the one where I was like, I couldn't, like I was trying to settle on like if this game was supposed to be 100% serious or like how much degree of camp it was trying to portray, and it was that line where I was like, okay, it's kind of 50-50.
The cool thing about leaving the extras here is that
They're
this
there
is
on
the
the way
work
back.
room. So yeah, I was able to like, right before the last boss, you warp back, and I was able to gather up, some extra healing items and stuff just to ensure that I wouldn't have a problem. Probably is a time loss of like, 10 seconds. So if you don't need them, it's obviously better, but.
Hey, I hear you're a developer.
Hey.
That was Sunny.
Jess, right? You probably heard about the
Fire Festival, bro.
It was going to ignite change.
I mean, the whole,
My dad,
like chase sequence with him has like some pretty good quotables.
Oh yeah.
Tyler and I are going to take my ideas
Like when he's like
yelling
yelling
that
at a
we're not
door, being like, "Do you know who I am?"
Yeah, do you know who I am?
Amazing.
He's like yelling at this fucking door.
I know it's a lot to take in. Just go watch my orientation video to learn all about it. It's near Tyler's Dome.
I wonder if somebody's made like a convenient video of like all the different replies and dialogue in this game, so I could do the timing to see which ones are the fastest.
I do think that the body ones are all very curt.
The body ones always seem like they're like she speaks the least, right? Because she's either not replying or like I don't know. This one,
there is literally one where she like doesn't even say anything.
Right. This is the one that I'm curious about because
These are measured perfectly.
Maya's responses are
Actually, I work in biomedicine.
definitely
I used to spend
variable
a lot of
length
time
here.
doing field work, but lately it's boring desk work.
I've actually never done the mind
Don't
response
they do animal
here.
testing?
I don't even know what
Doesn't
it
that
is.
seem wrong? I try to ignore that part of the job.
I think you should bring it up at one of our sessions. The Prismic Retreat encourages all of us to face our demons.
I'll think on that. I really should get back to Kim.
Yeah, I want to look at the
Looks like the orientation room.
like, oh god, the top record holder.
Remember the last time?
Can't think of his name.
Stop worrying.
And he's the one that's going to be like
fine. You've done an
reviewing
amazing
this.
job.
Yeah. I mean,
Satori
We were just
something.
discussing tonight's session.
I'll learn it.
Are
I
you ready
promise.
for a change?
Hannah, please.
But yeah,
come.
she just says there. But
We'll see you tonight.
I was looking at, I think his split for this entire area. Like I'm already like 30 seconds past it, where I'm like, what? Like, but who knows?
Now this is wild.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how you could even speed this up a whole lot.
Hey Jess, over here.
I mean, there's I guess movement and pathing, but yeah, I mean it's like how much more.
Tyler left some gifts inside for you.
How much more optimized can it be? Which I don't know. I mean, maybe I can't remember. I'll have to look at the split time. I'm at 12:30 right now.
What did happen?
At least the giant salt lamp is still on.
Where is everyone?
You know, it's been like
Find Kim.
non-stop like runs of this game that I can't even really remember
Anybody
the
here?
details of that. They're like mushroom
Kim?
tea, like cinematic.
Hello?
Like I remember it kind of went wrong for people, but
I mean, I think Kim just gets a little, upset with us.
she does get a little
Get away from
upset.
her!
Like, I forget exactly why she's upset with us, but like,
I don't know. Her story is the most vague, I feel, other than like the fact we know she's got a temper.
What the fuck? You're weak, Jess. Just give up.
Like all the other people have pretty obvious, it's like we got Sunny, the like spoiled, like
Yeah, he thinks he can like make his mark, on this
on the
fire
island.
festival.
You got Hannah, who's got some sort of trust fund, but also is like kind of in this manipulative, awful relationship. You got Maya, who is an anti-vaxxer who killed her child. But like, yeah, it's like him. I'm not really sure. I've been testing the limits with how much I can just stay in the middle here and not get grabbed, because like,
I think they can definitely grab you here at the beginning.
They can grab you for sure. I just like, every single like wobble step is, 250 millisecond loss or whatever.
I mean, it all adds up.
It all adds up. Yeah, that's why in the games that have been optimized for like 20 years, like all the Silent Hill games, like that's why the movement is down to like the pixel pretty much. Like people fighting over like, just the most crazy like optimizations, like little bits of movement. God, that guy almost got me. He did get me in my last run, and I was like, I'd never even seen it before. The movie.
That cut for that cinematic always like scares me because it's like, oh crap, that guy got me.
Yeah, it scares me too, and it's like one of the weird like, I guess it's like too short to be skippable, so it's like I don't know.
I don't have to panic. I don't have to panic.
If you restore right here, she doesn't start running again, right? I hope.
Nah, she doesn't.
Get away from me! Oh, it's you.
I've accidentally.
Don't startle me like that.
Hold on, this is the best.
It's her own fault, okay? She broke the circle.
After you drugged us.
I didn't drug you. That tea is 100% organic. Everything is going wrong.
I
don't know what to do. What should I do?
Just
what a
get out
fraud.
of my way.
You do whatever you need to do, Jess.
I mean, he's the one.
Whatever.
The one cult leader who's not a fraud. Like, this is all real.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's the one cult leader, like, in all the cults, yeah, because, I mean, the 70s guy got pretty far with this.
What is that?
So rude.
I feel like that's almost a gimme for him.
Yeah, as long as you don't get that and then a follow-up, like, invincible, white, flashy. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so everyone that jukes to the left here, it just doesn't work for me. Like, I have to go to the right, like, I have to watch somebody do it, because, like, it just doesn't work for me.
Maybe you have to, like, hesitate?
Yeah, it might be like a slight hesitate.
Like, let him come a little bit closer to you before you juke?
Mm-hmm.
You probably don't need it, but I juked right to pick up the wine there, but I don't think...
The what?
Him?
Oh, the...
There's a twine in that room.
Oh, true.
Okay, so I was wondering, so you go up the ladder first and then get the key afterwards?
I do, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure. I mean, it should be about the same to go either way, right?
I think it's about the same, probably, I would think. That was good, and I didn't get, like... I feel like they always mind blast me there. But they did not. I didn't even notice the health in the corner right there.
Yeah, it's that ginger, if you ever feel like grabbing one for...
Yeah, there's a couple spots where it's like, you know, like I try to just...
That one's so close that I'd consider grabbing it if you find yourself having trouble with health in the beginning.
Yeah, because there's some that are just like directly on your way.
Yeah, and that one's pretty close. Like there's some, it's basically, if you have to open a cabinet or, you know, anything like that, it's not worth it. But if it's just, you know, on the ground and only a couple steps out of your way, you know, it's worth it until you really refine the run and totally don't need it.
It freaked me out for a second. I thought she was taking the piece back out.
Nice.
So weird. I've been flailing this part recently, even though like when I've like first couple times I played this game, I had zero issue with it at all. But now like
I forgot about this, but I got grabbed twice.
Yeah.
Like the grab where you put spam circle.
What's happening? There is
Really good luck.
already gotten grabbed once, which is great.
I mean, at least it was a short grab. Nice, one hit. Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
I'll take it, besides the grab.
What happened?
No, I try to get cute there, though. I like try to do like the shove, which sometimes works for me, sometimes doesn't. I don't know. 21 minutes, 21:25. Chasing Sunny, the chapter.
They mined them. That's it. That's it. It's the mine. I have to make sure. I have to make sure. It's my secret. My
Sunny,
baby.
where are you going? Come back. Sunny, he ran up the hill. I don't think he's okay, and we need his prism. But Kim's still hurt, and I can't just leave her alone.
It's all right. You look after Kim. I'll get Sunny back.
Okay, just be careful. Take my flashlight.
And Tyler's just kind of hanging out somewhere during all this.
I mean, he's taking it out.
It's interesting, this game like eliminates a lot of the like would-be tech. Like I do appreciate how like at least in this case,
get
like
to the
in this
mines.
game, it does
It's
the
gotta be
flashlight automatically for you. It, like, whenever you have to put items together, like combine them, it just kind of automatically works. You can just mash X to like put 3 things together and then open the door, which, you know, for speedrunning, it's appreciated, because I'm like the worst at like the, you know,
No, the menu tech, the fact
the
that
menu
they,
tech
like,
of speedrunners, or that's, you know, that's like where I just like fall apart.
Kim, help me.
Like that, right on the way.
Did they all blame me? It was Jess's fault, not mine. Shouldn't save me, Jess. I thought we were friends.
You're welcome. I didn't freaking grab on me this time. Imagine going the wrong way here. Or am I? No, wait, I have it.
yeah, just keep following the mines.
Yep.
Cared about me, even though
Just had a brain moment there. Give me
That's
some of my time back. Oh, you know,
No, it's not worth it. You would have had to take more than one hit from her there, I think.
shit. Why does my brain always think it's to the left?
you just let go of me right away. Your baby sister.
Somehow that didn't even do anything to me. Or no, it did. It almost.
Yeah, you lost some of your... Alright, so I immediately left. I screwed this up and ran the wrong way last time.
Yep.
I think you went this way.
It's probably not necessary. I mean, by the time this is like fully optimized, or like, or as optimized as we're gonna get, like, we'll know exactly which plants we're gonna pick up and which ones are not.
Yeah, I will say in my last one, I didn't pick up anything that I didn't have to, more or less. And I was a little, like, dry on rollables in the last boss fight, which probably made it take a little bit longer. I think my last boss was, like 3 minutes. I'm sure you can get it down faster than that.
Yeah, I haven't even timed mine. I had one good final boss in another run recently. I got in the past couple days.
Sonny, you're
My mind always, like, forgets about this area for some reason. Because, like, you really can get this area down. Like, this is supposed to be the first kind of, like, you know, multi-item puzzle area kind of. Well, I guess there's the keys, but, like...
At least they have some light.
Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, goodness. Very sneaky. But yeah, we really ought to, like...
What was that?
If this does kind of, like, start taking off with people, like, running it, we should make, like, a gold category, where, like, you have to at least get all the gold achievements. Basically,
I mean, the only one of those that doesn't seem fair, though, is the, like, an enemy, like, kills another enemy.
Oh, is that a gold?
Yeah, that's a gold. I mean, technically, in Chapter 5, you know...
Wow, okay. Never been grabbed twice there. He's like, how about 3?
Oh, I also had, like, a terrible time. It took me, like, 3 minutes. Oh, I got got by that. Yeah, if you open it, you might as well pick up that oil. But
yeah, I mean, if you...
It's a full... you gotta go straight.
That's kind of...
Nope,
that's
around 180.
What?
Or... Oh, I know, you're done? Oh, sorry. Yeah. I guess, yeah, it was the... I guess I spaced a room there.
I must have gone this way.
But the big frog is the last room.
But yeah, no, it'd be interesting to see, like, a category where, you know, maybe it's just, like, collect everything, or collect all the lore, or collect all the this or that. Maybe kill the hidden boss. You know, just a more, like, a thicker run, and then, like...
Yeah, well, it'd be cool if they, you know, I'd love a 10-star type patch.
Oh, if they put, like, actually some rate, like, honestly, even a patch to, like...
The results screen?
Give the results screen at the end, like...
Is that so?
Just seems like, why do they... Because they I mean, kudos to them for actually you know, displaying all that metadata, like, that they're collecting while you play.
Oh yeah, no, I love when games have, you know, all the stats like that.
Yeah, because it's like a lot of stats, like, you know, it's kind of cool.
It's all your kills, it's all your collectibles and pickups.
Like, dodges, like, number of dodges, like, there's just, yeah, it's interesting.
Deaths,
interesting data, for sure. I could have picked up that, but
I find that there's so many of them that I end up not eating them.
They all went mad.
Nope, don't open that.
I just take the stick off ahead of time. I don't know why.
He opens it for you.
Oh, that's right.
Well, yeah, you don't need to open it. He somehow just bursts through the door.
Why are you here?
Good point.
Cut it out, Sonny. This is...
I'll cut you out.
Fucking just stop running!
Don't come.
This is like the best sequence, dude.
You've lost control.
Oh yeah. I mean,
like it's so messed up. Like you find him like huddled in the corner, being like,
I can smell it. No, I mean, this is by far the best boss. Like, because it's got like that, you know, amazing final phase. That's like some, you know, John Carpenter shit. Like, it's pretty great. Oh, haha! Didn't see you there, bud. You don't.
Yeah, I choose to just run in circles the whole time, but it's really up to you.
Yeah, I mean, This is gonna be the same amount of time no matter what.
Yep. But that way you just, you save your weapons. You don't potentially get...
I'm not gonna hit that. Oh.
Well, that's what I meant. You can just... just run from them.
Yeah,
in mine, it was so crazy. You'd be sneaked through the group, right as the elevator came up. But,
I had a really good elevator last night.
There's, a couple of seconds when the elevator's there where you can't interact with it.
Right.
And I was they were about to... One of them swung and, had a whiff. I think that heel is still in the corner, but don't get hurt trying to grab it. Yeah, there you go. Yes. Yeah, just like that. Just like that.
Where the hell is he going?
I mean, he is going deep in here.
Sharing. I've always shared, but not this time. No way. It's so close. Oh, I'm so happy. It's going to be great.
It's gonna be great.
Sonny! What the fuck?
Dad, what the fuck is happening? Get this fucking thing off me!
It looks like a fuse of some kind. What was that? No. Here they come.
Yeah, it's how far away do you need sand? I mean, I guess
Probably
that's
not
fun.
very. Probably not very.
They're burning!
My chakras! They're burning! I mean... Honestly, so many good lines in this.
It isn't what they promised.
I mean, who's they? And furthermore, don't ever trust,
There must be another
what
way.
they promised you, You don't always get what you want.
You can do this, Jess. Oh, I want this to end.
I mean, that's just the best line right there.
Yeah. It's heard. Oh shit, in this car.
This is also, I think, one of the most fun bosses combat-wise. This boss and the last boss are my two favorite.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is like a Dark Souls boss, almost. Like, it's not as technical of a game, but it's, you know, got the rolling and...
I mean, it's just so, like, you know... Like...
And it's messed up. Like, this part right here, this, like, straight out of the Thing business. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's like such a good blend.
Fire sticks takes too long. For some reason, that's weird. I almost always have 2 witch sticks there. I just don't know why.
You might have missed one? Yeah, because you definitely, there's 2 of them.
I don't know why I didn't have the second one yet, but whatever. 39 minutes. Did you ever determine if
you think you're so
I'm right about that with the, do you have to go get this picture to get that guy to pop out?
I haven't. I've just taken your word for it. That's a witch stick, though. You want to grab it on your way back out?
Yeah, because I've jumped in this room, I've picked up the items out here and go back, and it just, like, doesn't...
Yeah, I just... It kind of makes sense, right? Like, you have to do something to trigger this guy.
Yeah,
I got screwed here, too. That, the thing that just... This, like, stun that just happened to you, right? Pushed me back out of the room, and the guy got in between me and the flower, and I couldn't hit the flower.
Oh, yeah. I've had some shenanigans go on during that part. I've also never been hit right there. That was fun. That guy seemed like he was more to the left than usual. I don't know. It was my bad.
I love how, like, and we've talked about this before, but how, like, just fucked up, like, she gets throughout the whole game, and, like, by the end of it, like, her feet are, like, black.
That worked.
Oh, yeah, no, she definitely gets, like, the John McClane, like, you know, throughout the experience, like, her white clothes become basically black and covered with blood.
You are always so selfish. I can get out this way. You're doing all right, Jess.
I definitely feel like I'm behind, like, where I was in the runs yesterday.
Tyler's prismatic science nonsense was so real.
We're just gonna see it through.
It's Jess. Sonny had a fatal accident.
I was thinking maybe that
Maya,
we can
I'm
go
sorry,
out that
but
one.
Hannah says we need to go to the lighthouse. We're in.
Yeah, I was wondering which way out of the dome.
I think you
Faster
go
to
to
the
the
kitchen.
left there, because I've made it while walking to the kitchen before. So it has to
Yeah, I made it while walking in the last one, I think.
Jess. I promise we won't lose anyone else.
I never should have come here. When Kim reached
I
out,
mean, we're
I
gonna
thought this could help
lose
us both.
quite a few other
Stupid.
people.
So what got you involved in all this?
After Saver passed,
I mean, I definitely think it would be interesting if they had, like, you know, another thing. I mean, I honestly think this game is, like, more or less flawless. But, like,
Sounds like
I think it'd be interesting if there was, like, the kind of, you know, Until Dawn style,
He spoke to me in the gloom.
like, choice in the matter.
Did you see him?
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely, and that's why I really want this game company to succeed, because, you know, things like choice and some of these, like, kind of harder
The gloom lets you see something
game
you
concepts,
I don't know.
you know, that they're just going to get better with time if they're allowed the canvas. But yeah, I mean, seeing something like that in this kind of game would be
Maya, are you there?
fun. Honestly, if they want to make like 3 more of these, I'm down.
What was that? Can you repeat? You're breaking up. Great.
You don't even need to do much. You could literally just you could literally get away with rehashing it as is, basically, with like just another asshole Tyler, like bringing another group of, like, you know, lost people to the island.
Or, like, kind of a little more backstory on, like, Babs.
Yeah, there could be, and then you could have a whole other game about the 70s, like, because I'm sure that was a whole thing before it was, like, you know, its conclusion at the end there.
You know, exactly. It's like you could have the game where it's basically, like, right up to the opening cinematic of this game.
Yeah.
Right, where it's like by the end of it, like, you know, you're facing the ceremony or whatever, like maybe like she's been, you know, coerced to be there, obviously, because she, like, runs.
Yeah. It would also be, like, one of the first games I can think of that has a pregnant protagonist.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a, you know, interesting, I guess. Yeah, I guess she's pregnant with Tyler.
With Tyler, yeah.
Because I forgot the Anton.
Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? 1972, unless this doesn't take place in modern day, because Tyler's not, like, 50 years old.
Yeah, that is true. Because he calls Babs his daughter.
Yeah.
Like, I think he straight up says, like, daughter, why are you running? Or something like that in the opening cinematic.
You really screwed everything up, didn't you?
And then he calls Tyler Tyler says he's, you know, I'm your grandson or whatever. But no, Tyler's definitely, like, you know, late 20s or early 30s at the most.
Yeah, I mean, I figured all the characters were around 30. Sonny's maybe
You
like
ruined
24
Kim's
or
life.
something.
And your... I think this is the right way.
Everyone's favorite part.
Maya, yes, I can hear you.
Every game has a lighthouse.
Every game has a lighthouse.
I'm
Some
on my
sort
way.
of
I'll be there as soon as I can.
really undesirable part.
Hey, Jess. So I've been making progress up here.
But I need to be less scared of this section. I just just don't like
That
it.
was too brave.
Oh, yeah, that's a good, yeah, you don't want to press the button all the way down.
No. I did not like that. Hope we can find another way back. Hey, Maya, just checking in. Is everything still okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I went back and looked at my run and my time, and it literally was like a full 5 minutes and change.
Come by a statue of... What is that thing?
Of being lost.
Yeah, I mean, like, you should see it. It's pretty
So you're pretty much at my pace then, probably like 143-ish right now.
Yeah, I mean, if from the things that I remember going wrong, particularly the lighthouse here, there were a couple of combats that really didn't go the way that I wanted them to. Primarily the non-boss combat.
Maya, where are you?
I'm upstairs.
Like that one guy, that one flower after the, like, Daddy's Crystals note.
Oh
For
yeah,
some reason,
that, and
you
then
know.
honestly, and then there, you know, I'm about to come in the worst room in the game, with like the 2 flowers and the like. Why am I turned around?
Yeah, I always screw this up. Like, I probably lost like 10 seconds right there.
I really hope we can get this to work.
The biggest one that I think, aside from not losing 5 minutes in this area, was you know, I just had absolutely terrible luck, and I ended up killing the enemies in the second room in the in chapter 5, the 3
Yeah.
rooms.
I mean, yeah, that
Because like one of them, they got hit by the
definitely
lasers.
tear apart a run really quickly.
Yeah, I just got so frustrated that I just ended up, like, I threw assault and it killed one, and then I beat the other guy with a witch stick, but it took like 5 hits.
Hey, Maya, I found what looks like a workshop.
Probably our best bet for fixing the beacon.
Maya, good news. I found what looks like mercury. I'm heading back.
Jess, it's me, Kim. What's taking you so long?
Kim? Is that you? How are you feeling?
What do you
I mean, I just love how deranged this is, too.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Maya's like, what is going on?
Worry about it.
Jess?
Why do I have such a headache all of a sudden? Kim? What do you mean? How did
I mean,
you
we're
get
all
here?
dying.
Jess. Jess. Remember how close we used to be? You were my best
Maya,
friend.
I got the mercury.
Maya, I've got it.
Go pour that mercury.
Okay, just be careful.
Hey, Carshine, what's up?
I'm having nightmares.
This game's awesome. Highly recommended.
No, Kim. I'm doing my best.
I mean, this is like, you know, just absolutely the exemplary part of the run to recommend for someone.
Oh
We're
yeah,
about to watch.
Yeah, you're gonna watch me completely flail here, just like that.
Just like that, sorry, yep. Don't forget to pump the
brakes.
Pump the brakes, pump the machine, you know? Machine. Love your work.
Here we go. This better do the trick.
And then don't forget to go back up the ladder.
I'm feeling less woozy now.
All right. Can you rotate the beacon?
It's working.
But yeah, I mean, if you enjoy any PlayStation 2,
Great job.
PlayStation 1, 2, or 3 survival horror, definitely recommend this game. Alright. go. Don't fail me now, brain.
Jess, about what happened earlier in the gloom.
I totally understand. Let's just focus on...
I mean, I pretty much, like, I learned from my mistakes earlier.
I saw Seva in there. Do you think it's...
I'm ready to backseat drive here when necessary.
Maya, don't go in there again if you don't have to.
I think it's a better game than the Quarry, but I will say that it's a different game than the Quarry. Like, there's way more actual movement and gameplay that you actually control in this game compared to the Quarry, but it does kind of have that level of camp and silliness. What am I doing? That might work.
This laser down and a little bit to the right. Nice.
You should be able to rotate the prism.
Okay, got it. Now what?
See it?
And now you go straight.
Yeah, straight across, down into the house.
Follow that beam.
Yep, key and then ladder. I mean, this is definitely in a vein with, you know, some recent games like The Quarry and, you know, it's not quite a traditional survival horror, but it's real darn close. And the more you play it, the more it feels like that. Like, you know.
Oh, definitely.
A Resident Evil style, like, you know, key item debt, back and forth, but it's pretty streamlined. You know, it's a short 2-hour run. I'm trying to get it a little bit lower than that.
Yeah, this might not be the best example of the game because I'm going to be skipping the cinematics here. We're doing a speedrun practice, but yeah, I definitely recommend this game.
Yeah, it's worth a story playthrough for sure.
Yeah. I might even do like a story like stream soon. Be fun.
Yeah, I mean, you can probably do it with the cinematics relatively point to point in under 4 hours.
Yeah, probably with the cinematic about 4 or 5 hours. That is something to consider though, and you know the game like it's a shorter game.
What is it?
For sure. Like I got it on sale for $20, and it's 5 to 6 hour game. But honestly, I think I've now played it for over 30 hours, so I'd say I got my money's worth, and I would definitely pay full price. But again, you really kind of have to love the classic survival horror gameplay.
Let's just try and stay focused on the ritual.
Alright. Wow. Whoa. That was weird. I love how you figure they can't like slide through, and then he's just like, "Yep, I'm coming through." This is the first fly. Look at that spread. It's like they hate me.
I do think there's actually that is some wicked spread on that, but I think this will be an interesting. Okay, so there's still a third one. Is there going to be a fourth? Yeah, okay, so this one always has 4.
Is that it?
Yeah, maybe it's the first one. They want to make sure you got your fly zapping chops up.
Yeah, that one has 4, and I think almost the rest of them have 2, except for like one of them is 3.
I know those companies are influencing what you say.
Oh, the smell.
Oh god, what am I doing?
You just want to fight this guy. I mean, the salt's not bad.
That could be used right there. But I'm equipped. I've definitely forgot about this reflector before.
Yeah, I almost walked out in my run last night.
What now?
We still need to connect the second beam to the lighthouse.
Wait, where am I? Shit.
No, you want to go up to the stairs to your right. Did you go? I apologize, I looked away.
No, it's all good.
Is it this one? No, so take a left. You need to go up on top of the house with the Mercury.
Yeah. It's always, for some reason, I always tell my brain, it's the same place, like on your second round of lights, it's the same place as you get the mercury canister, and for some reason my brain just...
Yeah, it's so easy to run by this building.
Lottie?
There's also the witch stick right there.
Child, you don't get to decide what's good for him.
Do you like witch sticks, Kanye?
I mean, I don't think he'd get that joke.
I don't think you would.
Right? He's just exhausted. The poor thing.
Alright, so not to, but this is one of the few places that your run can end, I believe, so just...
Yeah, no, I know what's coming here.
You'll feel better tomorrow.
Although, in the rules, it doesn't say you can't die, but I don't think I would...
No, that's certainly true, but, like that, oh wow, the dodge!
That... I feel like he jinxed me. I've never been, like, harassed.
I was just trying to make you aware. Just trying to make you aware, sir.
I appreciate it. That's where you...
So when you do it in this order, the two guys don't chase you because they weren't...
yeah, we went in there.
You went in and then up and then came back down and out, and they're back in their idle positions.
Yeah.
So that's why you are right. This is the best pathing, aside from, with a spot you missed the point.
Yeah.
Which, I was looking at my phone, texting people.
I slipped there, for sure. But this is just kind of some fun practice, like having some commentary.
I like to spike this group here. Just to get the damage in on the side guys.
Yeah, that's true. Does the spike even get, flying in it?
Oh, it definitely does. In fact, it knocks them down if it captures them fully. Like, it makes them fall on the ground for a second.
Yeah,
Both still up.
It's taking, like, a presidential term. I also think these ones are, like, super creatures. They have, like, way more health than at least the earlier ones, that's for sure.
Yeah, I try to use the spikes and, like, assault there on the main guy so that he dies faster. The spikes get some AoE damage.
I should have done way more.
That's a 2. I'm done.
I should have done way more anything, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, but if you plan out a couple of those things, that might worth part of that. No, I guess not. Okay, yeah, there you go.
I just want to hug you one more time.
Unkind.
Fuck me.
Oh shit. Oh, you didn't go up the ladder for the... Ah, dude. My bad.
It's my bad. I forget
yeah,
that one.
Through this door.
I forget that one. I know where it is. I just, sometimes
No, I missed this one too.
Alright. Just gonna see.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Just gonna see what we get. The horizontal line.
Staggered one.
And now it's kind of a staggered line.
Maybe the reflectors will do something.
I mean, that was solid.
Just give me a chance. I can save you.
I think this one's only 2 groups plus the group at the top. But then the next one is 3 groups plus the group at the top, and the 3rd group doesn't come out until after you've killed the top. Done.
Let me help you, Jess. Don't fight.
There's a heal right here at the bottom of the right.
Where is my baby? You're hiding him from me!
I love how she's like insane, but she's like talking to me on the radio.
I mean, I didn't even think about the fact that I guess it's like she's still using the radio, even though she's like hovering over the, like in the air.
And maybe not. It just sounded like the.
Nah, I think it is. And then one more group.
I just lost like 4 hours there.
Nah, it's all good. That one just takes a while longer.
Where is my baby? You're hiding him from me.
And I promise I'm not.
Where is my baby? You're hiding him
Yeah,
from me!
that's not nice. I hate that. It's like 3 invulnerable orbs or something. Alright, so, not gonna believe this, but...
Yeah, what's your real time?
I think I'm actually pacing ahead of where I was.
Are you under an hour?
No, if I was under an hour, this would be world record pace. I'm at 109.
Oh, okay.
So I was at 110, 111 when I posted when I got the 143.
Was that here, or was that back in the camp?
That's a good question.
It doesn't.
I mean, I'm about to hit the camp. I'm still at 109, 26, 27. I wonder if you can download some sort of PS5 app that's like put like a timer overlay on.
I don't think they have that.
That'd be cool.
But I mean, you just need to use the capture egg.
No, I know. I have one. I kind of like, the plug and playness of the, not having to do anything. Like,
Yeah, we need the red prism.
No, I know. I mean, that's
What other choice do we have?
we're old people at this point, dude.
He's been acting so out of character.
Like, refuse to do like power user PC things, and we're like, no, we just want to press buttons on our controller.
Tyler, together.
It's complicated, but basically, yes.
yeah, well,
He's really helped me grow as
it
a
also
person.
comes down to the fact that we
I never
have
thought it
like
would
this
end up
kind of
like
unique,
Yeah, no kidding. But we'll get
not
through
unique,
it.
but like, we prefer to play all of our
Tyler, we need
games
to
on
talk.
like
Can't
the
you see I'm
TV or
trying
like
to
the
think?
large
What do you
TV or
want?
whatever, and not like the monitor where
come
it's
out
like
of there.
most
I'm not going anywhere with you. You've already
you know,
gotten 2 people
most
killed.
serious streamers, I feel like they use like
Anna,
kind of,
why
the
aren't you
monitor
letting
setup where their
Jesper
PC, there's, streaming PCs next
You're
to
right.
their,
She's just a bit stressed.
whatever the
Don't worry about it.
gaming
I
console
mean, I'm
is.
sitting in a rocking chair, okay?
Yeah, no, that's what I mean, I'm on a couch, I'm like reclined, like I'm, like,
Where did Jess disappear?
Yeah, if I had like my stream cam, it'd have to be like mounted on the ceiling, pointed down at me, because like I'm usually more like horizontal than not.
I thought about getting it, so the PlayStation 5 does have the camera, and it's apparently, the integration for it's like super easy as far as the stream, but I would probably just point it at, like, my cat.
Apollo?
Yeah.
She's the only one brave enough to do anything
Like-
like this. Jess actually listens to me.
Is that like a C-tuber? Cap tuber?
Yeah, actually, to be honest, even Aurora would be a good candidate since, like, during the evening she never moves from, like, the same spot, so,
Tyler, I'll be back soon.
like, I think she would pretty much be on the
Jess,
stream
we
the
should
whole
get going.
time.
Come with me. Did you get the prism?
Yeah, I have it.
He's gonna be pissed.
What now?
Actually, I might have to do that.
We have to get the mask. It's at the old commune.
The old commune?
Like, especially after, like, if the PS5 camera
There used to
is
be another
wireless,
group
then
here.
for sure.
In the
That would be
70s,
hilarious.
they lived in a commune.
Yeah, I don't know if it's wireless. I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
You can probably get, there's probably a bunch of cameras you could buy, like, you don't have to buy the Sony version, but, for,
what is the
the
story
PS5
with you and
supports,
Tyler?
but wireless would be nice to not, like, drape things through,
Really
like,
ugly.
the
He helped me pick up the
living room.
pieces. At first, he was just a teacher, but then we just kind of clicked. He made me feel whole again.
Alright, Jess.
Is my prism doing this? Jess, I can't leave.
Is there another way?
It's called the Spirit Trail. Tyler said he came up this way to get the mask, but some creature drove him back. Just listen on your radio. I'll let you know when I get there.
Dumb. Solid attempt, sir. You missed.
Hey, Jess, you there?
Yeah. What's up?
I've just been thinking about Tyler and me. Do you think Tyler was just using me? That he never cared about me?
I think Tyler's been using everybody.
Yeah.
I can't say how much he cared, but you've definitely been very convenient for him.
Yeah, that's what I think
Listening
too.
to you.
It's a very,
Everyone doing
like,
what you
honest
tell them.
and sincere answer that Jess gives right there.
This is real.
Because she's right, she actually can't really,
Really real.
All right, Hannah.
you know,
I'm
she can't
here.
say
At the
if
spirit
it
trail.
cared or not. She doesn't know she wasn't there, but like,
Why is there so much static?
dude, is
I mean, I
Shouldn't leave Hannah.
like Jess as a protagonist. Like,
yeah.
I mean, she's a little like not.
Look at this place.
Not that she's clue. I think the thing is I think even by the end of the game, Jess won't admit how much denial she's in. Like, I don't think Jess has a journey here.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't either. Especially, have you gotten the spirit ending yet? That's my favorite ending. God damn it.
No. Honestly, I don't even remember the first two endings.
Spirit ending's my favorite ending, even though it's definitely the bleakest. Ah, okay.
That thing is invincible.
What the heck? It just like doesn't want to like.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that one's a little bit RNG. I mean, what I tried to do, and you tried there, it just didn't look like it worked, is if you dodge fast enough, his first attack will hit it.
Will hit it, yeah, but I messed it
and
up.
And then he came and swung at me, and it, like, cracked the thing open and pushed me through, and I'm like, yeah, I'll trade that. Like, normally the hit wouldn't be worth it, but, like, the fact that it pushed me through, like, you know, in the same motion as it opening up, like, at least pushed me in the right direction. But, you know, knocking you down and making you immobile for a second, I mean, it still would have been better to have, like, juked it and he broke it, and then I snuck through.
Hannah, we made it. I'm glad you're okay. Jess.
1 hour,
I feel
16.
so stuck with Tyler. What should I do?
Just walk away.
You know what? I think I'll do just that. You ready to go find the mask?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this is going to be optimizing those combat and RNG areas, like the 3 crystals at the end, and just like the individual combat, like that awful room.
Yeah, I mean, if you add it all up, plus the optimizing bosses and everything, I mean, it's going to be the 10 minutes. But, you know, different between you and, you know, the other 2 current runs.
Yeah.
And this used to be some sort of green.
You know what I haven't looked at is, like, I didn't see,
pretty sure relics too. Different kinds. Tyler used to come here to harvest them once in a while.
if there's, like, any on YouTube. Because sometimes people do that, they'll just post on YouTube, it's not even up in the leaderboards.
I looked and I only saw...
Look around to see if you can find anything useful.
I think I saw one from somebody that wasn't on Speedrun, but the majority of them are from the 2 current runners of this game. Imagine, like, being that bad at the pathing.
Yeah, it looks like the only ones, at least, you know, on the first page, or just on the app,
There's no way through.
are all
I found a key.
Satori Earth.
I hate to say it, but why didn't I open that? Well, maybe this is faster.
Did you get both things?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate to say it.
Did you get that plant? I missed that on my last one.
Yeah, I think so. I think I
What did you find out?
Those glowing plants.
We'll see.
They grow back.
Yeah, I mean, I just know that I missed it because it was outside, and I thought I grabbed it, but apparently I had to run by it.
Will kill the plants.
I hate to say it, but
Do we know what it is?
This note
I mean, it was probably something we could look up, but I feel like
Can you take
10
a look
people
at
bought this game.
This is pretty cryptic, but I do think
Like,
I
just-
saw
I
something.
mean, you know, it definitely seems like...
From searching for it, you know, like on... Oh, wait.
yeah, that's not right. But yeah.
This once.
You know, just searching for it on Google, or like,
I'm glad it makes sense to you.
you know, it doesn't have a lot of, you know, there's no Wikipedia.
The weirdest thing for me was, like, I could have sworn that this game came out in, like, February, because that's when I started seeing a bunch of, like, I saw it on Steam. I saw it on. But I didn't even click on it. But it was like on the Steam pop up when it's like, oh, Steam needs to update, and then the next time it's got the news pop up thing.
Yeah.
And then I remember seeing it one night flipping through the PlayStation Store, because I just do that sometimes, and buy something for $7.99 or less. Acquiring a bunch of digital waste games that I probably will never get to play.
Yeah. The Steam method.
Well, I mean, or the PlayStation.
No, they're both now equally good at the
I've got plenty of PS4 and PS5 digital games that I've purchased and probably will never play.
Yeah, I mean the monthly free game.
Oh yeah, those. I mean, I can't remember the last one of those I actually played.
Like this month is some Battlefield game. I'm literally never gonna play it, but I still was add to library.
Yeah, I mean you might as well, right? Yeah, see, the thing about this is this game is just it got the puzzles right.
It has all of the. It has the right amount of homage to things, and but not too much, and it just it perfectly captures the essence of these games.
Hannah, you've been around for a while. I was wondering, how did Chant...
I mean, we should send, this YouTube video to
Tyler taught yoga.
that studio and be like, hey guys,
Did he do that with a lot of people? He's pretty
good job.
good at it. There's probably
Yeah, I mean,
50 or 100 people who think
kudos.
Good job, guys. If you end up watching this.
Good job. Yeah, I mean, just any devs out there, they're like, oh, I wonder if anyone's Twitch streaming this game. We love it. I don't know.
No, it's okay.
I don't know where the rest of the world's at, but they're late.
Yeah, I mean, this is really just a gem.
I guess you'll have to see if you can find another.
And I just I would play
Let's both try to make our way
any variant of this.
Sounds good. Good luck.
Take this format and formula and just do it again. You could do it unchanged, or you could add one new element to it to try to. The funny thing is I actually did like this, and it actually kind of threw me off originally because I didn't expect it, and then it was in the game, and then we didn't really use it. But the leveling is actually, I like it for, especially in my initial hard playthrough.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not even gonna touch on that here in this run, right? You're never even gonna hit pause or in-game menu. If you do, it would be a mistake.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you safe?
But that's kind of a nice touch because and not that I want the Resident Evil game or remakes to incorporate this, but I like games that have some sort of skill improvement like that. I mean, we all like 5-finger discounts.
Yeah. No, I mean, I have no issues with the skill tree, and I mean, the most unique part of this game though is this studio made a survival horror with no firearms.
There's that, and there's the you have the magic abilities. It's
Better keep this.
Prey or something. I mean, it's not really the best analogy,
it's just well done. Honestly, none of the combat seems oh, I'm never gonna use that. The only thing I don't use that much, but I can definitely see where it would actually be the thing to use is the shove. But
I used the shove in my run twice. Once it worked, once it didn't. In fact, I was going to comment on the part where I shoved earlier. On your way to the lighthouse, the house in the speed boost there is real nice. Real nice. That's solid. Running all the way back from there with the boost.
Here, the gloom. It was horrible.
You gonna be okay, Hannah?
I think so. What's the gloom like for you?
You know the house where you have to go around the back and there's like 3 dudes and then you go into the house and climb through the window?
Anyways, we still have to find a way to get the mask.
You know how at the beginning there you like run up behind one dude? It's kind of like at the beginning of this, where there's like you run up past one dude from behind.
Okay, but at least take my prism. You'll need it to...
That guy, I successfully shoved him because he was like right in my way at the gate, and I'm like, well, I can either dodge and lose a second, or I can shove.
I like feeling needed.
But then I tried to shove later in the game. I'm trying to remember the second time, and it backfired. It's just the orb right there, and leave.
Yeah, don't need the flower or anything.
Yep. There's only like 2 or 3 flowers you have to fight, and there's literally only the one note, and it's the most fucked up note in the entire game, and that's fucking amazing.
Yeah. What are you doing right there? Nice speed boost the hell out of there.
Oh my god. Those are burnt bodies.
Yeah, I mean, that worked out pretty well.
Oh, come on. Oh.
I mean, like, you know, I mean, I hate to be that guy, but like, I honestly, I award this game, an 11 out of 10. The one extra point being for like the originality of the mind heart. Unless I'm just idiotic and that was a key component of some survival horror from back in the day that I just don't remember, and they copied it from something. In which case, like, good job adapting it to 2023, and you fooled me.
I don't know, honestly.
There must have been a lot
of. But like, I don't remember ever playing, you know. And I mean, I missed a lot of, you know. I like only dipped my toes into survival horror, you know, when it was truly in its prime. So, you know, the more obscure titles, as it were, you know? Like, I don't have my, like, original copy of Rule of Bros, Joe.
Oh, come on. Such a perfect, like, cult leader last night. That's
I mean, yeah. I would just recommend, if just a constructive criticism is spikes, like 1 per every major boss fight, or sometimes you can get 2 if you do 1 early and 1 late. But like the spikes.
Spikes? Oh yeah, the spikes, yeah.
The sunny spikes. Like, yeah. It's just such a good, especially for crowd control with multiple enemies, like it'll knock them down or knock them
I mean,
back.
I used it almost I used it almost exclusively. No way.
Yeah.
Like when I was actually running the game, or playing through the game. So.
2 heals, and there's mushrooms on the right hand side. fast if you end up. Wow!
Your time is limited.
Well. Yeah, this is the room I ended up just having to kill them. This is that actually, they're gonna think behind it.
Obviously not. What am I doing?
Yeah, no. I think you might as well just kill them if they're like right on you right there. Because somehow one of the guys behind there got killed. He might stun them, so go for it. Yeah, he got it. Nice. It's the second room that's the hardest. The first and the second room. The third room, I think, is usually you can get a freebie.
Where to
Yeah.
now?
We need to get back to the circle. I need to prepare the
Hitting the
ritual.
world record
Okay.
pace
Wait,
right
can you slow
now,
down a bit?
I think.
That fight took a lot out
Hour
of me.
30.
Sorry. I just want to get out of this place. We can save Kim. Maybe we can even save the others.
Save the others? The three of us are alive, Hannah. Let's just focus on Kim and get out of this.
Yeah, it's like once
She'll be
once
fine.
they start talking
It's
about
almost
bringing
over.
people back, that's when they're pretty much. That's when they're gone.
Does everything feel scary, Jess?
Am I being difficult? I'm not being difficult. I never do anything to upset you. Stop psyching yourself out, Hannah. You have to trust the process. You have to trust him.
I like that back step right there. Streamlines that very nicely.
So this guy here on the way out of this, it's going to be faster to sneak by his left, or his front right foot, your left, going left of him, but I don't know if it's reliable enough, depending upon his position. There's a rock right there.
Yeah, I've always ended up hitting the rock. I'll have to practice.
Yeah. I feel like maybe it's if you don't do them in that order, because I feel like when I ran out, I think it was in the first run we did, I ran to his left.
Yeah, no, I think it is dependent on the order you do it in.
Why did I trust him?
Like the pretty much guaranteed speed boost if you
I don't care if he's bad for me. He makes me feel good.
keeping yourself at minimum.
Just don't want to be lonely all the time. Jess and Kim have each other. Who do I have?
I mean,
Make it like it used to be. I can bring everyone back.
she had Tyler, but it's kind of like
Save
having...
them all. They'll all love me. I won't have to be alone.
should have picked up that health. Oh well.
Jess, you made it. Jess, are you sure you want to do this? Once we start, there's no turning back.
I'm ready, Hannah.
Right. Good. I'm ready too.
Hannah, please! Stop this!
No, I won't let them go.
You can't bring them back, Hannah. They're not real.
Sonny, she wants to leave us. Stop her!
I know you.
I find it really interesting how Chapter 6 is, like, broken down.
Yeah, it is interesting.
You're polluting this place with your ignorance.
Oh shit.
All the way right?
Probably either or, right? Okay, good.
I guess it's either or as long as you're all the way.
Where did she go?
That scared the shit out of me, the whole lot.
It was scaring me too, but like once you leaned in, like if I like kind of like...
Well, I didn't lean in, you leaned in.
No, like once I leaned in, I was like, I can't over
No, yeah, you couldn't.
I can't correct.
You couldn't go back, I think it would have killed you.
Jess wants to hold your beautiful children.
I mean, I didn't mean to shout like back, you know?
Jess too.
Did you hear when I pulled off a back organically the other day at work?
I have a good heart. Let me show you.
I do remember hearing...
I don't even remember what it was. But I know I said
an
it.
organic one from you recently.
I think it was like in the context of I was like, you know, we have to go like back to this other thing. I don't know. I know I said it though, and it was, you know, it's pretty good to be able to slip one of those in there. Nope, you gotta go all the way around.
Yeah, I got hooked on the...
The key is, or at least this is how I think to myself, is you follow her because she goes that way, but then you have to curve around to the right because her path gets like blocked by green things, I think. Yeah, I just love this end section. It makes it so intense, even though like it's, you know, really just a run through, but like, you can fuck up and die there.
They did a really good job with that.
And it's just so cool. Like, the visuals in this game are so cool.
Yeah, their art direction is flawless.
You're not strong enough to survive.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they even knew. Like, did you guys know? Because they've got like the almost the summer camp vibe, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, the camping horror part of it is one of my like. That's why I like, you know, another plus for me. I just like the fact that it kind of takes place on like a campground. You know, obviously more your average campground. But.
Remember to save the other one of those for ooh, slow motion that made that pretty brutal. Parsley. I ended up just deciding to eat those, but your health is in the best situation. I mean, there are 2 healing items in this room.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to grab
that. You can grab the other one after the next transition. Or grab one of them. Like, I still swung at them, but I basically ate like half of them. Okay, this is the one that you're gonna want to firebomb it when it does this special. And a few more hits should actually probably. There we go. Go.
Slow.
I'd maybe use your. Well, no, you've only got. Get this guy. Probably just stay on the boss. They don't do like any damage.
Yeah, they really don't.
Always just tank them the whole time.
They certainly aren't. Yeah, they're not the.
I'll just say for the last one, for when Angie's out, I run around Angie and then spike when so I can hit Angie and the boss. Just as a suggestion. If it doesn't work, it doesn't. You know, you don't have to pull it off. It doesn't feel organic.
You have to trust me, Jess. Come to me.
I think this is the 5th one, maybe.
Oh, don't get back up! God, panic. Oh.
Yep, there's Andy. Boss on the spikes. Yeah. Like throw the fire and just fucking beat him up. Yeah, there you go.
When does it end?
It's already over. So I just hit start real quick and check your stats time, but like, you know, you would just do the math on the stream. 142. Nice, dude. Yeah, you're 5 minutes faster than me.
Nice. That's what I got. Yeah, 142.32, which is what my stopwatch is because of the 15-second load in the beginning.
Yeah, more or less. So, yeah, just like when you create the thing, just note the timestamp of when you hit new game, and then the timestamp of when that just went to black after you hit your last hit. And, you know, that's your real time.
Yeah.
So you're probably right around that, like 142.30. Which will put you in third. And if it's under 143, then you're less than 10 minutes off of second place.
Yeah, because second place I think is what, 134. World record is 130 something.
Yeah, I think it's 130 and change and 133 and change. If I remember correctly from earlier, but I could, be totally wrong. Yeah, I mean, the time kept counting up during the cinematics, but...
Yeah. Because, yeah, this game counts cinematic time.
Be in peace, Angie.
I mean, I'd do a whole game, a whole stalker game, like you don't even have to do the flowers, like just have Angie and maybe a few other, menacing characters stalking us through, Like, where does she live? Is it Central Park or something? Like, you know? Good job, Brass Token. I've now played...
Yeah, I mean, just fucking, like, Mike Skupka here, Skupka, everybody. Tony, Mike, Warren, great job, everybody. Megan,
yeah, no, everyone
Felipe,
did a great job.
I mean, I know I'm not getting everybody, the whole cast, look at that, everyone.
Two writers, Mike Scopa, also the writer, bravo.
I mean, it's just, oh yeah, all the music, just so good.
In fact, if you could just mail us one of your boots, we'll just lick it directly on stream.
I mean, yeah, I'm just, all I'm saying is, you don't always get, you know, a good game when you buy them. And, you know, especially when it's not, you know, this shit that we get split, like, how, you know, we're sitting here waiting for a Resident Evil 4 remake to come out. We played the game, like, you know, 200 times between us. And, like, you know, we're still gonna pay, like, $60 for it. And, like, here, new IP, new studio, fairly priced game, good 8-hour campaign with cinematics, speedrunnable, tons of achievements. It's you know.
I'd like a job. I'll be the tech lead of those 3 front-end developers. I'll take a job.
I mean, I'm a referral, you know?
Good QA, too. Like, honestly, think about this, too. Like, the big companies are fucking up left and right with their releases, whereas this, like, didn't have any, like, game-breaking glitches, didn't really have any, like, scary moments where it's like, oh, I soft-locked, or, I mean, I didn't notice any...
I mean, I soft-locked, like...
There was a couple...
Dead Space, like, on the first day, right? And, you know, this game... you know, I thought I soft-locked this game last night, actually, but it was just me being wrong about... Oh, the plant puzzle. I thought, like, somehow I'd picked up a plant, like, and it didn't register. You know? But, like, I just hadn't picked up all the plants.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I mean, this, and I don't know, I just kind of like this revival movement, like Tormented Souls, this game, like, which are 2 very different games. That's the other thing that's great about, like, the kind of different revival games as of late. You know, survival horror revival games is, I don't know, they're trying different, you know, eras of the genre, I feel, because Tormented Souls really was, like, from a narrative perspective, almost going for, like, a PS1 era, but then, you know, kind of in fixed camera angles. I mean, that was pretty much PS1 era with kind of modernized graphics. And this really kind of goes for that early, you know, 3D look survival horrors. I don't know. It's really well done.
I mean, I'm pretty satisfied. Like, I would...
Pretty well done.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they've got this done in multiple languages, right? Like, I just, you know, this seemed like a labor of love kind of game, right? And, you know, in fact, I mean, it looked like they might have been working on this for a while, so if they were, I hope they feel like it, you know, not every game ever is gonna break out and become, like, the most popular, you know, thing ever. I mean, like, you know, we're not making Casablanca here. But, like, you know, they already made that movie. You know, it just... this is really good, and I hope that they get an opportunity to make another one, you know?
Yeah, same. And even if it requires Kickstarter, I'll be there.
I mean, I just, you know, I'd play, like... I don't know about the Chant 2, right? I'm thinking maybe more like the Chant, you know, colon.
Yeah, like you could have the...
You know, like the Chant, the beginning.
It's like the beginning, you could have, like... You know...
What if it was... Grandpappy Anton, because I forgot his first name. Wilbur Anton. I don't think that's his name. What if it was like his childhood with like his grandfather from like, you know, the 1910s? Because he would have been, if he was a grandfather in 72. Well, shit. If he was a grandfather in 72. So the grandson is Gen X. So he would have been like silent generation? Right? Yeah. The parents would have been older boomers?
Mm-hmm.
Or just boomers, right? My parents are like, you know, just boomers. I feel that it doesn't make any sense. Hold on, when does this game take place?
Well, that's the missing part of the puzzle, right? Like, I just assumed it was modern.
Start it up. Doesn't she start on the cell phone? Like, doesn't she start the game, like, talking on a cell phone? I mean, I guess you have to play the fucking first 30 seconds. You know.
It can be difficult to know where to begin. You may not realize it, but you are sacred. Add your voices.
Well, so... I'm gonna just run ahead, I guess.
It's working.
Get to the next cinematic.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you have to do hard.
The other thing about the, you know, if you do a chant that takes place in the 70s, you know, you can have some of these structures, but you could also, you know, areas change over time, so especially the more people that go to the island, so it's like...
Well, so the commune would be like... Probably where everybody was hanging out, instead of the Geodome.
And you could just have, like, you know, just have, like, places on the island that you just didn't go here. I'm just saying you could keep it pretty fresh, like, even taking place on the same island, you keep it pretty fresh. And like I said earlier, like, the pregnant protagonist would be, you know, present day, so I mean...
Alright, so present day between 2017 and 2022. The copyright on this game.
Yep.
Alright, so... Let's say it's 2017. I don't even remember this one. Oh, that's right, yeah.
Well, it kind of explains the fact that she's just a bunch of bees, I guess.
Call Kim.
Oh, dude, she has...
What?
Hi, this is Kim. I
He's gotta get it in-ear Bluetooth.
Hey, Kim. It's me. Jess.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, what year is it? It's got in-ear Bluetooth.
You mentioned the retreat?
I mean, granted, that's been a thing for, like, 10 to 15 years, but with a mobile phone while you're running in, you know, like, fitness clothes.
So yeah, it's very much modern. It's very much modern day.
Yeah, so it's modern. Okay, so how can so Tyler's in his early 30s. So how was he born in 1972?
I mean, that's the.
He's not 50 something.
That's the continuity error, like.
I'm fine with it being like a little bit of a, like, you know, I'm fine with that. I just, you know, like, as long as we acknowledge it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's interesting. But, you know, I think you're right, and like we've said, like, there's no...
Because he says, like, I'm your grandson, right?
I honestly, now you have me second guessing everything.
Well, I mean, like, no, like he says in the cinematic before the chapter 5 boss fight, where he, you know, kind of, you know, his story kind of has its climax, as it were, for him.
Yeah.
You know, and
it's beautiful.
You know, I'm just saying, it just
got a ways to go until camp.
Just seems like there's some, you know, and if it's like it's just that's a really weird anachronism, right?
Hi, I thought this was supposed to be relaxing.
You'll be
fine.
It'll be good for you.
Like,
so I guess
you know,
you invited me.
And I'm not saying I'm totally like, okay, maybe he's, you know, he's been in his 30s for like 25 years because he keeps banging, like,
yeah,
you know,
I haven't thought about it for
like bangs the life out of like Hannah's every 5 years.
I mean,
like Leo.
I did get the impression, and I mean, I'll even take that he's like, you know, 35 or like even, you know, late 30s, and he's, you know, he's pretty fraudulent. I can see, you know, dyes his hair, wants to look like Jesus, and it does seem like, you know, like Hannah's got to be like.
Alright, so he's up 50.
He's a very special teacher who has such depth. He really
I mean, if that's the story, that's the story. I would, you know, but I do think they are, like, you know, whether or not it's an anachronism or not, I do think they're trying to, you know, portray that he is a lot older than Hannah.
Okay, I could see it. So he's a fit 50 from all the yoga and, like, you know,
yeah, from the yoga and all that.
And the Leo diet, right? Of, like, you know.
Yeah, because Jared Leto.
Once they turn 25, like, he's done with them, right? Like, the mind is filled with like Hannah's.
So, what convinced you to finally come?
I mean, that'd be the thing too. Is like, you know, I mean, this game's already a little dark in some ways. Like, you know, go real dark with some of this, right? Like,
oh yeah, they definitely could. I mean, there's definitely a lot of dark.
Yeah, like morgue full of bodies. You know, like.
I guess I can just.
It's just
like,
it's got so much.
They had like pile of burning bodies.
There was that, yeah. Like commune with the pile of burning bodies.
No, Kim.
Somehow you're just like, you know, inadvertently. Another.
Well, now I want to just watch the like.
Flies everywhere.
Here.
Like Tyler's kind of
introduction.
Position
your body like this. Now, breathe in.
A little closer now, like, and then when he starts the ceremony.
Okay, I do feel better. Maybe this wasn't such
But
a
yeah,
silly
maybe it
idea.
is just like,
Back to the retreat before sundown.
he's a fit 50.
So you asked me here to help you heal. What exactly did you mean?
Not just me. Both of us. I think we both need to heal. I mean,
I don't even
she
know
was
if
your
I've ever
sister.
gone down here.
It must have really hurt.
Yes, she was my sister, but it wasn't my fault. I'm fine,
Back
Kim.
down.
Leave it alone.
Okay, Jess. Let's just enjoy the hike.
I mean, just imagine if there's a skip.
I mean, that's why it needs more,
Sage grows all over this island.
more runners, like more
I'm
people
going to show
playing
you a
it.
little trick.
You know, like,
This island is
No, they just, yeah, the crew needs to give it the treatment, right? You know?
yeah.
I'm failing, though, to
Doesn't that hurt?
Shoes are forbidden.
the spot where...
You'll get used to it.
My only
No,
guess.
admittedly, I'm not the guy, right? You know? Like, who was it? There were a couple people really dedicated to finding. It might have been like So-So.
So was, yeah, there's like a couple people that were like
When
really
Tormented Souls came out, there were some people that were all about breaking that shit.
Oh yeah. And
But admittedly, like, that's the thing. That's the thing is, like, games with
This'll have to do.
staircases and banisters and doors separating, like, you know, it's like, oh, I'm gonna get through that door eventually.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's like this is like a lot.
Okay.
Not bad.
The key items, particularly
Disgusting.
the one,
Okay, let's get going.
the second metal key item thing.
Yeah.
You use it on 2 different doors.
Right.
If you could somehow
I think that's it.
glitch through the second door, isn't that on the way to the lighthouse?
There's a lot of awesome art on the island.
But it's like
Kim?
it's like when she wouldn't. Yeah, see, this is the thing. Remember how we said it might not necessarily break like the quest line progression? It's like, what if she's not at the lighthouse? Or not Kim, Maya.
Yeah, then it's like, yeah, what if she just doesn't load in?
Or is it just, you know, when you get, because it's like, so think about it, you go past the tents and through the...
Oh, come on.
Are we almost there?
The same way you go towards the tannery in Chapter 2 is the way you go towards the lighthouse in Chapter 4. But instead of taking the signs towards the cannery, you take the signs towards the lighthouse.
Wow.
Right.
I told you it was
And
amazing.
you can do it this time because you have the key from Chapter 3.
Let me introduce you to the others.
Right. So there could be
Or Chapter 2, or whichever time you get that key. Like the triangle one or whatever. It's the second assembled key. It's the one that you have, there's only 2 pieces for.
Jess, everyone's excited to finally meet you. Kim has already
So it's like if you could, while doing Chapter,
That is Sunny.
or even on the way to Chapter 1, you walk right past that door. If you could glitch through that door there and go to the lighthouse,
Welcome to our
and it would trigger
I hope the walk here wasn't too
like being in Chapter 4, and you could skip Chapters 1 through 3.
I understand it took some convincing, but we're so glad you...
That would shave 30 minutes off the game.
Kim is a good friend to you.
Yeah, because Chapter 1 through 3, I think, is like, you know, a tight 30.
I'm sure you...
Yeah, probably about that. I mean, I'd have to go like look at my run and
honestly,
I had a
like,
pretty
the-
good.
I'm not a very spiritual.
The practice runs, I did a couple practice runs starting in Chapter 4 because I wanted the lighthouse practice.
To heal the wounds, both hers and yours.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here too.
It seems like Tyler might have
intense.
I understand.
some gray.
Why don't you get settled in?
The thing with Tyler is that, like, his hair, I will say this, is like, I mean, it just doesn't look as... Like, it looks like they really tried with Jess, and then they, like, kind of tried with the other women,
I don't really know anyone.
but they, like, really phoned it in on, I mean, not phoned it in, but, like, you know, I don't know, there's something about his beard, it looks very, like, flat. And, you know, man, I'm not, like, critiquing people's beards over here with, like, you know, my, like, bare scruff. But, like, you know, I'm just saying, like, it doesn't look... I get what they were going, right? Like, bearded Jesus.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, too. But, like, if you look at his face, it just doesn't seem like how you would portray, like a 50-year-old, like even like a, you know, really fit one, you would do something with the eyes or cheeks. Or,
yeah, like some crow's feet, and like
some crow's feet, like something, like because he
a little gaunt, you know, in the cheekbones.
Yeah, because
he's not like me. He's not like a big blob, right? He looks like he's pretty relatively fit and like.
He looks like he's fit with like a gut, because like the way his shirt kind of like sits on him.
Hey.
Yeah, which is probably from all the like, you know, kombucha or whatever they drink here.
Yeah.
You probably heard about that.
He obviously gets pretty fucked up.
Oh, he definitely
It was
like.
going to ignite change, but my dad and brother pulled the plug and let everyone down. Check these out.
I really like. I want to see some times on the board for this.
Yeah, no, I just have to like cut mine and submit it.
Well, not just like seeing ours up there, but like I want to see like. I
know it's a lot to take in.
You know, I want to see some of the people that we know, like, you know, in the community.
The problem is like. I've been so like out of touch with the community lately that like.
No, I know. I saw Tropes was streaming the other night, and like I've been meaning to actually, like, you know, like check on during the day, like while I'm working. Like,
yeah,
just,
I've done it for the last couple of days.
Up.
Yeah, I've done it for the last couple of days. I've started to watch, like, I watched Ninu's stream for a bit. I've started to watch it again, but yeah, I've been lurking this, you know, I haven't said anything.
Wow, these are measured perfectly. Have you done this before?
Actually, I work in.
I want to do like the top
response.
I've
I used to spend a lot of time
done.
doing field work, but lately it's boring desk work.
I see. Don't they do animal testing? Doesn't that seem wrong?
I'm not involved in that, but it's considered a necessity in the field.
It's not my place to say, but killing animals shouldn't be necessary for anything. Don't tell Hannah that. She's a big animal lover.
I'll think on that. I really should get back to Kim.
That's definitely, like, long.
Was that a triangle?
Yeah.
I think circle is always the shortest.
Yeah, if you think about it, it's literally like the response of like kind of being short with somebody. That's like, you know, kind of makes sense.
One of them is literally like be blunt, and he says like look at this one.
It'll be fine. You've done an amazing job.
Or it's like stay nothing.
Oh, hey, we were just discussing tonight's session. Are you ready for a change?
Hannah, please come.
We'll see you tonight.
Yeah, see, he's like a stocky dude, but definitely has like a... You know, a little kombucha whiskey gut.
Now this is wild.
Hey, Jess, over here.
So many salt lamps.
Jess, Tyler left some gifts inside for you. Try them on.
Dude, if a man, you know, that, like, isn't your, like, significant other ever leaves some, like, gifts in the form of clothes, right?
As Tyler says,
it's probably a little,
have to trust the spiritual journey.
like, suspect.
I know, because what did he do? Was he like, hey, Kim, like, you know, what are your friend's measurements?
I'm sure he did. Like, I don't think he's inviting anyone
He did just say one size
to the island
all,
who,
but
like, hasn't already passed some sort of, like, you know, measurement check, shall we say.
Don't be silly. This is good for us.
She even says the word cult.
Yeah, she's like, this is a cult. And she's like, no, it'll be good for us. It's like, we're wearing the same clothes.
I mean, it does have
And
major,
not just as, like, the two of them as, like, best friends wearing the same clothes. No, like, everyone in the room is wearing the same clothes.
Yeah, no, it's like, what was that show? The Leftovers? Where they're all wearing white, like, you know? Like, it's just...
I mean, I remember that, like, was a show. I have, like, no recollection of the contents.
I feel like you watched maybe the first season or like half of it.
I don't think I watched the second and third season of that. Maybe the second season.
This prism was a gift.
Yeah, I mean, there was the silent people, the people that like chain smoked cigarettes and wore all white.
Oh, yeah, it was that show. The fucking silent people that just like chain smoked in white.
Yeah. I honestly, I liked that show. It was short and sweet, 3 seasons, and it was just really messed up throughout. And it was one of those shows where it's like, man, it's really gonna make or break at the ending, and I liked it.
Cloud glows violently with all your negative energy. Prepare to destroy it with a collective chant.
You know, like, I'd have a real hard time participating in the, like, collective chant, you know?
Kim, don't break the circle. Sit back down.
So, and now I'm sorry to the, you know, that, whatever his name was, that wrote the book. But, like, I think Kim's deal is that she, like,
Don't swim out.
she, like, she thinks that we blame her for our sister's death. And so she's been, like, pissed at us for blaming her the whole time, even though we presumably haven't been.
So she thinks that she's paranoid that Jess somehow blames her.
Yeah, and I feel like their friendship kind of fell apart after that, so she, like...
So where do they talk about that, though, where they're like, oh, we were on the beach? Like, where does she actually explain, like, more about the Angie story?
I don't remember. Maybe I made it up, you know?
Why the hell did
Sounded.
I thought it was...
Anybody here?
Because when she brings it up on the beach, she's like, forget about it, Kim.
Yeah, because Jess's whole deal is that she hasn't fully, like Alex Murphy and, like repressed it. But, like, she has, hold on, so... Find peace of mind. She has intermittent explosive disorder, which is that really what they call it? IED?
I don't know if I've heard IED, but
I don't know if that one's in like the DSM.
I mean, I've heard of you know, intermittent explosive disorder is a thing. I mean, it's very specific. It's not something you would like.
But like, so self-doubt and relationship with her parents. You know, I mean, I guess that's not the same as like blaming Jess for afraid of her own anger, afraid. So her deal is just that like she's just, you know, a little lost.
Yeah,
doesn't have like any fucking trauma or anything though.
She's on lorazepam apparently, so she's just like, you know, I don't know. You know, she's probably just kind of explosive.
But I swear, because she just blew up at us.
Yeah.
Right? It was like, don't blame me or whatever. Like, she thinks that we would blame her because, like, she was like, you know, hey, let's listen to music with these headphones on while your sister goes swimming.
Kim! Get away from her!
I mean, if this is how she acts on lorazepam, you know, maybe they need to consider something stronger. Like,
yeah, I mean, and then they kind of imply that she's in danger here.
What the fuck?
wow.
Jess, just give up. This can't...
I mean, I think they're worried, you know, I mean, you'd be worried about, like, your friend that, like, ran off having a bad trip, wouldn't you?
No. I mean, like, you heard, like, Kim just said something like, you know, she just like, help me, like, or whatever. She just screamed, like, get away, or no, she screamed, like, get away from me. So it's like,
But she's yelling at, because Tyler's chasing her.
Oh, Tyler's chasing her.
Remember? Because he
ran ahead.
He, like, you know, just, like, he's gonna jump scare us in a second.
Yeah.
But Jess's whole deal is she's, like, literally, like, she, like, let her younger sister drown when she was ostensibly responsible for her well-being. And it's like, no, that's not my fault.
Yeah,
like my younger sister, you know, who I was watching, you know, at the beach, like, should have not drowned herself. Like, that's not my fault.
Right.
Like, that's just his whole deal, which...
And she does say, yeah, because she says, like, it was not, you know, it's... I'm not upset at her death because it's not my fault, which is, like, the cliche thing to say when, like, you're very upset about her death, mostly because it is your fault.
Yeah, you just, like, won't talk about it or admit it to anyone, and, like, you know, it's that, like, facade you're putting up for everyone, where you're like, no, like, I'm doing fine. Living the dream.
Yeah, the dream, living that California lifestyle. Cali lifestyle. I love how earlier I was like, yeah, you know, I might stream, like, a cinematics and lore run, and
like, here we are.
Here. No, I mean, I am gonna stop this.
I mean, I'm sure you will, Jay. I'm sure, you know, that's something you're gonna do. Like, I have a feeling that, you know, there's no way I'll look tomorrow and see that this is like a 5-hour stream.
I mean, we're gonna get one more nice helping of 100% organic here.
Get away from me! Oh, it's you. Don't startle me like that.
This is like the best.
It's her own.
Oh, it's you.
She broke the circle.
After you drugged us?
I didn't drug you. That tea is 100% organic. Everything is going wrong. I don't know what
Everything's
to do.
going wrong.
What should I do?
He just doesn't have the...
Tell me where Kim went. What happened?
You could almost see a red aura around her. That's how angry she was. She was trying to kill me. I swear. She took off that way. Look, I'm gonna chill here for a bit. Maybe smoke something. Get me if you need me, okay?
He just doesn't have the mannerisms of, like, a 50. There's nothing about him.
He's like between like 29 and 35.
Yeah, like the most I can give him is, 35 to 38.
I don't even. I think like all the people I know who are like 38 are like just like a tad more serious than I am. You know, that like 2 years makes a huge difference. I feel.
I mean, maybe it does.
I'm just saying. If I knew a 38-year-old who acted like this, I'd be a little embarrassed for them.
Like,
you know?
Like you or like Tyler? Like Tyler.
Well, both.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, I'd be embarrassed for this man.
I mean, he literally just had like the not as like eloquent like Bill Paxton.
Yeah, I mean,
in my run, I went to that TV where it shows Angie, which I didn't know if you needed to do or not.
What is this place?
no.
But you proved in your last run that you don't. Welcome to the family, son.
Welcome to the family, son.
Remember how we felt the first time that we heard that?
Yeah, that was in the demo, and then in the game it like happened all over again, and then it was like, I remember like me declaring that boss fight in the garage, like the first Jack boss fight, was like the most well-designed, best boss fight ever made. And then obviously that got pretty much, usurped immediately by like some future Resident Evil bosses.
I mean, the first half of 7 is perhaps one of the best survival horror experiences of all time.
The first half of that is absolutely phenomenal and masterclass of like the combination of Stalker and
yeah, no, the first house, like the first house, up until you escape into the yard, is, I mean, my first experience. So that was the first and maybe last time I was truly terrified playing one of these games. I don't remember being really terrified at any point in 8.
No,
it was a little more of an action shooter.
Well, let's be real for a minute. You can't think of one moment you weren't terrified in 8?
Well, okay, maybe my memory's a little hazy.
Like, you were just zen calm during the baby sequence?
Okay, look,
I might remember you shrieking.
What is that?
I might have had a bit of a problem with that.
Like,
that's the thing is like that only gets you the one time.
Well,
because after that, it's not really scary.
Yeah, but the dollhouse itself is like freaky as hell. Like, I mean,
you're right. I wasn't giving. And like honestly, there's some parts in the first castle with the Batfly vampire.
The vampire sister Batfly and Lady D like following you around and then even Heisenberg's like opening gauntlet is, even though it's pretty Raiders, it's like still kind of terrifying. But yeah,
but I just okay. The first house in RE7 is an ever-present sense of dread. It's who you need.
Yeah.
Like, until you get out that door, even though once you get out that door, it's honestly, you're fine for a minute, but you don't know that. So, that whole outside is scary as all fuck. And then as soon as you get comfortable with it, of course, they're like, oh, by the way.
Yeah, no, the first, because
Jack's chasing you around, right?
I don't know how that's possible.
No, I think the only way is if you let him come way closer to you before you approach, or like try to juke him. Interesting, he doesn't follow you? Out of the room? I thought he did. Oh, weird. Huh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it starts, right? You see something weird about the game's behavior, and then who knows?
No, I mean, this is what it would take. It would take, you know, a story mode playthrough where you just kind of poke and shove at each area until something gives.
Yeah. But you're right about the whole idea of, like, stairs and doors, you know, kind of being where the planes separate and everything, and being different, whereas this is kind of this wide open space, so it's like you're probably not gonna, there's not much you can really drop into, except for, you know, my kind of wild theory about maybe dropping into the Gloom Warp Room, but, like, before you're supposed to.
Okay, what if you go back to the Gloom Warp Room area in the town before it exists? Like, the next time you go back to the town after...
That's what I mean. Like, if you go to where it is, and then...
we'll go... Well, I mean, like, you're almost at the end of this anyway. Might as well just see. I mean, you're not really almost, but, you know.
Oh, we've got this puzzle, and then Kim, and that's pretty much...
Alright, so there is, it's a little out of your way, but I forgot there's a mushroom over there. I just saw.
Where?
Like, to the left of the desk, so just if you wanted to go look at it, just to clock it on the other side. Right there. But it's, you know, it's out of your way, so that's definitely not like an optimal. This health is probably worth grabbing. Well, no, but your last run proved you didn't need it.
I didn't need it my last run through, and I mean, this I'm just fucking around.
No, yeah. So, no, it's probably not worth grabbing. The only thing is I want to identify... I only had 2 Molotovs for the last boss, and I think I'd only used 2 Molotovs before then, and you know, there's obviously there's just whatever, there's the balance to strike, right? You want to end the last boss with essentially no throwing items because you want to use them all. You know, both during that fight or prior to, right?
Yeah.
But the throwing items are, you know, I mean, those are the real, like, you know, weapons of the game, right? Sorry, not weapons, but like the firearm equivalents, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd be able to, like, glitch through there. Maybe go up in here and, like, into the corner to your right. Yeah. You'd have to find some type of... So the way that normally, you know, they find stuff like this is, or one of the ways, is finding any item that you can get the character to, like, climb on top of slightly. So, like, let's say you found that one of those barrels you were able to slightly get on top of.
Right, then you're...
Then any time you see a barrel, you need to try to, you know, get on top of it, basically, and see what it lets you do. Now, it doesn't look like we can climb on top of these, but that seems to be...
That's
I noticed,
like part of the strategy, yeah.
Yeah, well, I noticed it a couple times when I was doing Dead Space, because I was trying to think of, you know, this is before I even watched any, like, the Dead Space glitches from, like, the original or the remake. But it turned out that basically was, like, one of the things was, like, getting on top of, like, tables and stuff to skip, like, trigger zones and stuff like that. Like, in both the original and the remake, I think, there's a whole fight sequence that you can skip in the medical main... There's like a fight sequence where you ride a ladder down, or not a ladder, sorry, like one of those like 2-level elevators down, and it's where like all the main offices are for like the medical director and all the other people. Where you do the like hunter in tissue sample quest or whatever. There's like the tissue analyzer in that room, and yeah, what's this item? Salt. That might be worth grabbing on your way through. Salt's just like so valuable because salt can cancel their any attack,
like
more or less.
flashy attack, yeah.
I love how like in the first one we're like, yeah, salt's not that good.
Well, I just didn't understand how to use it.
Yeah, but like,
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
it's stuff like that, you know, usually ends up
What's happening?
either being on a sequence break, oh wow, that was, got her into that, yeah, that was really nice. That's also some good stuff, okay.
That was a really good, like, first one, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, and you almost had it on the second one, too.
Yeah, because that's what I'm also gonna do, is, like, play through it like this, and then do a lot of restarts, checkpoints, to, like, solidify some of these areas.
Kim?
So yeah, if
okay?
I come out of this cinematic smashing square...
Kim! What's happening? They're inside me!
She doesn't get the grab off.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go here. She does that, that's bad. Oh, come on, Kim. That's too far.
Yeah, she just, like, can't.
What is this item over here?
Kim? Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Kim!
I also thought it was a, like, cool maybe added to the sense of dread in this game to make the first character to go crazy, like, the only person you know here. Like, I don't know, I thought that was a good cut. That was legit. Because it, you know, it makes it inherently... Yeah, that's the way right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the correct, like, oh no, you got it.
Yeah, I got it. I just,
you're doing it in that order so that she's next to the,
yeah, so I mash the push, and then if you get to her left, and then you can, I kind of did like a slight hesitation there. I don't know if that was necessary there. I could probably just...
Kim, what's happening? They're inside me!
See, like, I don't know how...
I think you need to let her come out in the middle of the room, or after that first one.
See, like, dodging her like that, too, and, like letting her come here and just... But then, like, for some reason, even though she's, like, in the thing, she doesn't get the... I don't know.
I think you have to hit her while she's in it, or, like, hit her into it.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of these, I mean, that's the thing, like, a lot of these, just want to see whatever happens here. A lot of these fights are, you know, there's some RNG to it. Alright, this is the last one, and then I'm calling this stream.
Are you okay?
No! No, I'm not okay!
No! Kim, what's happening? They're inside me!
Okay, now I got it. You have to, like... Yeah, for flawless victory. Nope. I think that's where you actually want to, like, maybe hit her, like, for the last one.
Yeah, I think you might need to intersperse, like, a strong attack or so in there, or even a quick attack.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I think that those maybe give a little more reach.
Yeah, I also realized there's 3 save slots, so if I want to, like, a practice section, I have at least 2 save slots if I want to get somewhere and just, like, stop. Because, like, I really feel like polishing up the combat is what's gonna make the run.
Yeah, I think also, I mean, I'm just probably gonna do another run tomorrow and see if I...
Keeping the muscle memory up, yeah, like, that's why, like...
Well, mine was complete garbage. I literally, because I went and I checked, I have 5 full minutes of, like, from where you know how you do the Mercury and then you come out of the lighthouse, right?
Yeah.
And from where I came out of the lighthouse after you talk to Maya again, when you're leaving and you're like, you tell her, like, don't go out there, and then to, like, where I actually started doing it in the correct order was almost exactly 5 minutes.
True, yeah.
So, I can make up 5 minutes just by not fucking up the lighthouse.
Oh, absolutely.
And,
Alright, good night, Internet.
Yeah, good night.